Welcome to Hy-Vee Today with Tony Tone. We're live inside Muscatine Hy-Vee on 2nd Avenue in Muscatine, streaming on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. Now, here's Tony Tone.
You know the saying, it's like riding a bike, right? I'm hoping that that's the case. Welcome back to Hy-Vee Today. This is Tony Tone. We were off for seemingly 20 years. It's in the future, and I haven't aged somehow. But no, we were off for, 6 days? Is that right? Wow, that's a long time. That's the longest, that recent run of vacation. Everybody keeps saying, how was your vacation? I'm like, I moved. I stayed in town. I moved. I guess I wasn't at work. And I used vacation to not be here. But everybody keeps saying that. And in my mind, I'm like, well, I didn't go anywhere, but I moved. So that was exciting. But that was the longest stretch of time that I've had off ever in my working career. So I think when I was at the radio station, I took 1 week off and I was texted or called every single day. So it was nice last week to not be bothered at all. So shout out to the crew here at Hy-Vee for not needing anything. I mean, a couple of small exchanges, but nothing major, and it was nice to just be able to hang out and enjoy getting settled into the new house. One of the things that we're really excited about at my house is our basement. I've never had a finished basement, and kind of went, if you think this is nerdy, that's fine. I don't care, because it's in my basement and I love it. We got an arcade game from Land of Oz, and that's Mike Rankins, and I think it was Chris that helped him. You know how bad I am with names, everybody, but Mike Rankins with Land of Oz brought that arcade game into my basement. It is fantastic. It has 1,200 video games on there. I say that to people, and they're like, you're never going to play them all. And I said, watch me. My boys pictured there, Henry and Ted. Henry sitting, Ted standing. They love it. It's great. I love it selfishly, right? I mean, it's got 1,200 video games on it, a lot of which are ones that I grew up with playing. I told you on the show before that my dad owned an arcade for a short period because all police officers have some type of side job. So my dad was a police officer for a long time. He plowed snow, and he randomly owned an arcade with two of his friends for like 3 years between, I don't even know the years, but I was like between the ages of 9 and 12. So that was like the sweet spot for being in an arcade. And now I have one in my basement. And everybody's invited over except Ryan. So we'll have a little thing. No offense, Ryan. Just don't trust you. Next thing I know, Ryan will have it strapped to his back and he'll be walking up the stairs. You don't mind. By the way, that arcade is 180 pounds. So it's like these guys are moving it. They told me, the Land of Oz guys told me that the pinball machines are like 400 pounds. So I'm glad that I don't have a pinball machine. I'm happy with my arcade weighing 180 pounds. So it does feel good to be back. Happy Father's Day, belated Father's Day to all dads out there. Hopefully you had a good day yesterday. It's so weird. I talked about this with my wife this weekend. It doesn't feel like we're in summer because the weather has just been such a crapshoot, if I may, right? And the comment that I made to my wife was this time last year, we had probably taken our kids to the aquatic center, I don't know, a dozen times already, and we've been there this many times this year. Like, we haven't even bought the family membership because I don't even know if you could, have we strung together more than a day or two that you could go there and not be cold? And the gnats are terrible. I'm ready for summer to show up whenever it decides to. I can only put on so much bug soother. It's still working great. It's the smell of summer. I've stopped using cologne. Apologies to my guests, because it's just bug soother, right? What else do you need? Like, you don't need cologne. Every time you're in and out of the house, if you don't want to get a face full of gnats, or as my 4-year-old says, gnats, you got to put the bug soother on. So lather up on that and take care of yourself. All right, so we are excited for our guests that are here this morning on our first show back with Hy-Vee today. The MCSA fireworks tent in the Hy-Vee parking lot is going to be opening up soon. And to my right, we have Jenny Learness, who is the MCSA Resource Development Officer. And then to her right is Scott Dalkey. Hey, Scott Dalkey. He is the boss at MCSA. We'll do some high fives. Great to see you. We're all friends, so we can high five each other. I want to talk fireworks, and we're going to definitely spend the majority of our time this morning talking about fireworks. But on my list, I just wanted to maybe get a general update with respects to how things are going at MCSA, Muscatine Center for Social Action. And if you need anything, so fireworks, 90% of the conversation, but how are things going? How have things been going? And do you need anything that the folks watching at home could step up to the plate and help out with?
Well, we're always in need of pillows and air mattresses.
Perfect. Good.
I know that sounds like a weird request.
No,
but,
that's good.
That's always an ongoing need. Whenever people move out, we give them the pillow that they've been using, because who wants to sleep on somebody else's pillow, right?
Sure.
I'm in love with my own pillow.
Me too.
So anytime somebody asks me to use any other pillow, I get a little perturbed. But anyways, it's kind of just gross to use somebody else's pillow, so we send them out with the pillow they were using while they were in the shelter. And then a lot of times when people move out, they don't have a lot of furniture. I mean, when they came to the homeless shelter, they had to downsize a lot, Tony, and they had to throw a lot of their stuff away. Either that or they put it in a storage unit, and the storage unit, they were paying the bill, and then they couldn't pay the bill, and then it was locked and sold off, so they've lost all their stuff. So the least we can give them, if we got nothing else to give them, is an air mattress. So those two things are always in need.
Okay.
And being the executive director and worried about money,
right.
if anybody ever wants to give us money,
yes.
I'm not going to say no.
Right.
Please bring me all of your money. I would appreciate it.
Until we get to the point where Scott's like, we don't need any more money, Tony. And Jenny's like, we're good. We got a Scrooge McDuck vault full of money. Right. I mean, it's important to note, though. I mean, yes, there's people that are benefiting from MCSA as we are sitting here right now, right? I like to say that a lot with guests on the show. Like, we're sitting here on a talk show, and people are being helped at MCSA.
Yeah, so I think there's roughly about 15 to 20 people in our family shelter. I think there's 9 kiddos down there.
Nice.
And don't quote me on that. If you do, I'm going to have to sue you.
Sure.
Because I just put that little caveat out there. I'm not really going to sue you. I'm not litigious like that.
No, please don't.
But there's about 9 little kiddos there. And then we have, I think, 7 single adults in the shelter. And I skipped my morning meeting this morning, so that's why I said you can't quote me. Because I would have been given those numbers this morning.
But you're here.
I am here instead, talking with your daddy self.
Yes.
And talking to all these folks after Father's Day. Happy Father's Day, by the way.
Thank
I meant to
you.
start
Same
off
to you.
the show with that.
Yeah, no, that's all right.
Sorry about that.
Okay, so it's just always good to know about things that MCSA could use and benefit from, because they're helping people every day. Does the weather play a role? I mean, again, usually June 17th, temps are hotter, and I don't know why I equate warmer weather to maybe your numbers or number of folks seeking help goes up. But does that go hand in hand or no?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
When we try to look at the cycles of people in the shelter, we have a spike in spring, and we have a spike in late fall. And we attribute that to, there's a moratorium, I'm not sure people know, there's a moratorium on utilities. So the utilities can't shut off your power and water during the winter. And so that ends in April.
Nice.
They extended that this year because of the harsh winter we've had. Sure. They extended that moratorium until mid-May.
Oh, I didn't know that. Wow.
So when that ends, we usually see a spike in people coming into the shelter because they can't afford their utility bills. And then right before winter, we'll see another spike. Oddly enough, or not oddly enough, I mean, if you think about it, humans are humane.
Yes.
So come wintertime, when someone's knocking on your door saying, hey, could you please give me a place to sleep for a couple weeks, people are more likely to say, yeah, come on in.
Sure.
I want to say that that's a cancer. That shouldn't happen. I know we all love our friends and relatives, and we want to be brotherly, but that's kind of a cancer for our community. Couch hopping. You're putting your family in poor situations, and you're letting people in that you probably wouldn't let in previously. So I bet you could correlate the amount of child abuse calls escalating as people are letting more people in their homes.
Sure.
And the couch hopping, we can end it. We can end it at MCSA. We've got a lot of resources. All the money that the folks out there are donating to us, we can use that as match to find other resources so that we can put these guys in stable situations. Every move sets a kid back 6 months educationally.
Wow.
Yeah. So, some of them are experiencing 7 moves a year. On top of that, each kid who moves frequently is 70% more likely to have failing grades, 80% more likely to have behavior problems. It's just a terrible cancer for our community, and I'm sure it's not just our community; it's every community. So I want to put an end to couch hopping.
Yeah,
it's one of my soapboxes.
Well, and especially if there's availability, if there's open spaces at MCSA, I mean, that's literally what MCSA is there for, is to help folks out. I mean, Jenny, you know this, you've experienced this in the short time that you've been there now. I mean, that's what you're doing, right? Is you're helping people with all of the tools that you have in that one building, which is amazing that you're able to house so much that goes on at MCSA. It's just great. All right, so this fireworks tent is a big deal. It's great to talk about this because it is such an exciting thing. So a couple years ago, the state of Iowa was like, fireworks are cool. And I agree. I like fireworks, right? I only light them off when I'm allowed to because I don't want to get the fine. I saw the fine on the news the other day, and I was like, I'm not going to be the guy that shoots off. Ryan Broderson would be the guy that shoots off a bottle rocket.
Poor Ryan,
look at
he's
him.
just the scapegoat for your show.
He's got that little look. Like, he's got that look. He's got the punk ready. That's Ryan. You hear a bottle rocket in your neighborhood, it's Ryan Broderson or the Broderson family. I'm kidding, of course. He's shaking his head. No, he's not even going to defend the Broderson family.
He's not. He accepts it willingly.
So the only place that folks that are watching, and we know that there's going to be a lot of options with fireworks tents with respects to that. There'll be several of them. The only fireworks tent in Muscatine that you can purchase fireworks from and help out an organization like MCSA is the one that'll be in this parking lot, open for business starting this Friday. Jenny, are you ready? First of all, do you like fireworks? And are you ready for this? And keep that on the screen for a second, guys, because it's important. We're going to talk about the volunteers. So let's go in that order. Do you like fireworks, and are you ready for this?
I love fireworks, especially the ones that support MCSA. But
Yes.
This is just a great opportunity, and you see that sign up there. We're looking for volunteers.
Yeah.
We could run it with just our staff. However, this is a wonderful opportunity for volunteers to get involved and for us to work with new people and get people together to meet each other and meet other people in the community. Overall, it's a wonderful experience. I haven't experienced it yet, so I'm excited to see what it's like. It's like Tony said, the tent in Muscatine that's supporting a local cause. All the proceeds raised go directly to supporting our shelter and supporting our guests.
It's great. I mean, the selection of fireworks is fantastic. So it's just wild to see. And again, I work at Hy-Vee, right? So it's usually part of our parking lot. And come Wednesday, a giant tent will be constructed. And then I know that the Muscatine football team is going to help offload. Last year, they did it in the rain. So I am hoping that this does not happen this year. I mean, it literally rained. I don't think the whole time, but I just remember
Tony, you're starting to scare me because I looked at the weather forecast.
Yeah.
And it does mention rain on Wednesday and Thursday.
Well, let's just do a rain dance, and because I'm going to be helping as well. So, which means hopefully I can wear shorts that day. Maybe I could do Hy-Vee today in shorts.
Who do we need to make friends with so that we can push off the rain?
Mother Nature. So,
all right, can you introduce me? You're pretty famous, right?
Well, I don't want to brag. I know some people. But this is, again, the only fireworks tent that's also staffed by volunteers entirely. So the thing with the fireworks tents are they pop up, and I don't want to say that a lot of them are folks that are from out of town. But listen, purchase with a purpose. That was something that, and I'm not patting myself on the back, but that was something that I kind of coined last year because it's true and it's impactful. And I made the choice to be the first customer last year for the tent because I care so much about MCSA, and I understand that if I'm going to spend dollars. And think about it this way, it's almost like entertainment dollars, right? Because fireworks are entertaining. Hopefully you're safe and responsible with them and you only light them off during the appropriate times. But if you're going to make those purchases and you can help somebody out at the same time, even if your house is like, well, we're only going to get $50 in fireworks, why not make that $50 purchase at the MCSA fireworks tent?
I don't know why you'd go anywhere else, man.
Yeah.
I mean, the deals from what I saw last year, I went in and shopped there myself a few times last year. By the way, get there early because they have these buy one, get three free.
Those deals are awesome.
Deals,
yeah.
But as soon as they sell out of those fireworks, I mean, they just don't, it's hard to get them replenished. So get there early and buy them. But again, to your point, who else is donating all of their proceeds to a local shelter?
Yeah.
Or,
it accounts for thousands of dollars. I mean, I think.
So 2 years, if you add in what we've taken in for the past 2 years, about $30,000.
Holy from fireworks.
Yeah, and the way Jim set this up and Hy-Vee set this up is we get all the proceeds. Hy-Vee isn't making much at all on this.
Right.
We were actually pursued by a few other tent companies.
Sure.
But it was nowhere near what Hy-Vee is set up, and the way Hy-Vee is set it up is
if you think about what
generous.
Scott just said, and again, I'm so excited for Jenny to experience this for the first time. $30,000 for fireworks. I mean, I can't stress it enough, right? I mean, even if you hate fireworks and you're watching this and you're this person that's like, that you can at least appreciate that's a lot of money that is changing people's lives. It'd be one thing if it was 30 grand and you couldn't look to say, where did that money go? But that's what MCSA does so well. You're also accountable for whether it's an individual making a donation or several individuals going to a fireworks tent helping out, and it totals out to $30,000. You can say, here's where we put that money towards. Here's how many people it helped. Here's what we're able to do. So, and I know that that's important as well, right? Being able to be accountable for that. So when you say it's brought in $30,000, you can say, and here's what we were able to do with it.
That keeps the shelter open. You
Right.
know, when we do the math and you look at our Adopt a Day,
Sure.
you know, and so people can, for the Adopt a Day, people can donate money to keep the doors open for a day.
Sure.
So if you add up all the money, you can keep the shelter open for a month.
Wow.
You know, and how many people can I serve in a month? Depending on the month, I could have 60 people in that shelter.
Yeah.
You know, taking refuge from the weather and putting their life on a
powerful.
better track. You know.
Yeah.
So it is powerful. I don't think people realize how cool our community is, and we can do like interesting stuff like this, like have fireworks. I know, again, like you said, not everybody's in favor of fireworks, but we do hand out the city code with every single sale that we give.
Yes, and I remember that's the picture last year when I made the first purchase. And again, I really took it upon myself to do that because I get it, you know. And even if you don't get it, you drive past MCSA and you go, well, I know that that's a homeless shelter. It's so much more. I mean, there's so many different services that are provided every single day. Whatever your experience is, and there's my boys. I mean, we were good customers last year. We were, much to my wife's chagrin, we were great. No, she loves fireworks as well. And I'm sure my new neighbors, whether they like fireworks or not, listen, if it helps out MCSA,
I think they'll be fine.
boom goes the dynamite. We do not sell dynamite in the tent. Let me make that a disclaimer. We work with the Bellino fireworks people, and I know that because right here I have a Bellino fireworks gift card for $50. So
Holy smokes.
for folks that are watching, whether you're live or going to catch this on, I guess if you're going to watch this on cable, we'll think of a way to get you involved. But if you're going to watch this on social media, specifically Facebook, put a comment like hashtag MCSA Fire. No, you know what?
Purchase with a purpose.
Purchase with a purpose. Hashtag in the comments, purchase with a purpose, and we'll give you a chance to win a $50 Bellino's fireworks gift cards. So that's the hashtag right there. So leave a comment, purchase with a purpose, and then you can, what I would say is if you win this $50 gift card, use it and then spend what you were going to spend. So if you're going to spend $150 on fireworks this year, you've still got $150 you can spend, and then you got $50 right here. You got $200 in fireworks.
$200 to make your neighbors happy.
And that would go. I hope my neighbors don't hate fireworks. But it's amazing how far $100, $200, $300 in that fireworks tent can stretch. And again, I know this firsthand because I made purchases there, right? So it's a great cause, and when you hear that $30,000, I just hope that that really it's something that'll stick with you as you watch this. Again, whether you're live or rewatching, that over the last 2 years, $30,000, right? So if we have another good season with the tent, you know, this time next year we could be saying over the last 3 years, 45, 46, 47, 48, $50,000 has been raised off of folks buying fireworks.
Also, look at those pics. Look at the pictures that you get strolling through. Just random, ordinary citizens being part of our story.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, how sweet is that?
It's great.
To be caught up in our community. And that's something Jenny and I have been talking about. She's like, well, we need volunteers. You know, and I think we just need to explain to people how good this feels.
Oh,
you know? Like it's fireworks, okay, whatever, but being in the tent and getting to meet other people who are interested in MCSA and interested in being part of the community, it just takes you up. You feel that energy, you feel that passion. So it's just a good experience to be part of. Come out, volunteer.
I tell you what.
If you don't volunteer, Jenny's going to be sitting there by herself pumping out Kanye West. You know,
really?
Maybe.
I'm in.
I don't know.
I like Kanye.
Do you?
Yes.
We'll do something a little more family friendly for the fireworks tent, actually.
Yeah. No, listen, we saw pictures of different organizations that helped out. One of the pictures was our friends with Bayer.
Yes.
You know, I saw Sean Trader and his team in there. So you have good support from the organizations, but ultimately it is that individual and their family or just those individuals themselves. You don't have to know anything about fireworks. We just want your time.
Yeah.
So ultimately, right, you can learn quick, like, where things are and how to, the register system couldn't be easier out there. Scan, it's done. So again, if this is you, and Jenny, the best way for people to become a volunteer would be to just call MCSA or reach out on social media. What do you prefer?
Yeah, you can call MCSA and ask for Jenny. My email is on all of the ads we've been putting on Facebook. You can message us on Facebook. If you see us outside, like wave, track us down, however you want to sign up.
Right, and keep that in mind. And that's so true. I guarantee you'll pick up a couple volunteers by folks that just come out to make purchases. So again, the setup process will begin this Wednesday and Thursday, and then all systems go this Friday.
Yep.
Ready to buy, baby.
So listen, I could potentially be the first customer again.
You have to beat me to it.
Why wouldn't you let me be the first customer?
Well, because I missed
Look
out. I missed out on some of the buy one get three free.
Oh, you're
deals.
trying to get a deal. I'm just trying to show people, like, listen, let me be a lightning rod for good.
I can get a deal
Yeah.
and still support MCSA at the same time.
What if I buy fireworks and then I sell them to you at triple the value and then I donate that money to MCSA? Is that illegal? That's probably illegal. Don't resell fireworks.
Did you said that? You said that on air though. Like,
sometimes my ideas are better left inside my head. Come to this tent. I tell you what, $30,000 over 2 years is a big deal, and the selection is great. And again, the Bellino family, like it's literally, I think I had an email from Vincent Bellino. Like these are real. It's like a real family. This isn't like a name. Like this is their family business. It's the fireworks business, and for them to work with MCSA and Hy-Vee, and again, like Scott said, we're really just the parking lot for this. We're fortunate enough to be able to host this and to have enough room to be able to pull this off. And listen, don't let the weather be a thing, right? I know that we had some rainy days last year, but it's under a big tent and you're fine. And everything stayed dry and the selection was great. But like Scott alluded to, some of these deals, if you miss that first opening weekend,
it's just a really good experience.
Yeah.
I'm always trying to get the word out that our town is pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Chad's heard me talk on other shows about our town is cooler than your town is.
Right.
Come out and see it. You know, this is staffed by people from our community, people who care about our community, and it's really easy to be part of that. Like, like how many times are people saying to their wife, "Oh, I'd like to be more involved in the community," and then they never do because they're unsure what to do. Get your foot in the door this way. You just go hang out in a party tent. It's not really a party tent, but maybe it's really fun.
It is fun. It's a fireworks tent. I mean, you're volunteering. You're taking. I get to share in a lot of joy, a lot of joyous occasions and experiences. This is joy. People buying fireworks are in a good mood. Nobody's ever buying a firework that's sad. It just
and the
doesn't
volunteers
happen.
are in a good mood because they feel like they're doing a good job for the community, and they are.
They know that they're giving back and contributing, and that's what's so great. When I mentioned at the start of the show that the fireworks tent will be unloaded by the Muskie football team. Like that's like shout out to Coach Mueller and the crew. They get it, right? Everybody gets it. That it might not seem like a big deal, but they're contributing and they're organized and they're going to come and help us get that done, and then we'll be open for business. So it definitely makes sense to purchase with a purpose.
You should also mention the companies, the agencies in town that have taken an entire day. And decided to staff
go
the
ahead,
entire
please.
day.
Shout them out.
On kickoff on the 21st, Sean Trader and his crew from Bear will be there again.
Love it.
Trinity Unity Point is taking a day.
Awesome.
Muscatine Community College is taking a day. I think that includes most of them. There's a lot of organizations that are sending some of their own staff. City Housing is sending some staff to help set up too. It's just a really good chance for us all to get connected and see other organizations face to face and get that time with them.
So listen, it benefits all that MCSA does. That includes places like the MCSA Domestic Violence Shelter, which is near and dear to my heart, being on the fundraising board for I don't even know how many years now, but it all helps out, everything that happens at MCSA. Scott or Jenny, can you give us just the rapid fire, these are the different things that we have in our building that you might not know? Because again, I don't expect everybody, a lot of people's experience with MCSA is they drive past it. They're going down Iowa Avenue, they're cruising to check out the flooding, or they're going to the riverfront when it's not flooded, and they go past MCSA, they have no context. We have the website pulled up. And maybe we can keep that there and then just kind of give us the cliff notes on what's going on in that beautiful building.
Yeah, so we have we have men's dorms upstairs. We have our emergency overnight shelter in the gym for single men. There's a family shelter. There's the off-site domestic violence shelter, and then we have some off-site apartment rentals. that provide case management with them. So that covers the housing piece. And then you can see the U of I Pediatric Dental Clinic. That's a good one.
Deal.
I think last year they served over 700 kids from Louisa and Muscatine County.
I'm sorry?
It's a pop-in clinic.
700 kids receive dental services in the lower level of MCSA that otherwise dental and eye services they would not have had them. That's unbelievable. Sorry for interrupting,
No,
but that's
it's
just
amazing.
a powerful stat to hear that many kids
And they got
served.
they got, from what the last they told me, a perfect attendance rate of people coming back, kiddos coming back for 2 appointments every 6 months.
It's great, and that's
So-
exact. Listen, I had to reschedule my cleaning
So did I.
because so did Scott.
Don't look.
They couldn't get me in until July 3rd. Even me, I can't get back in, right?
Oh,
I'm
famous
like,
Tony.
Right. What's the point? I can't even get in to get
What's
a
the
cleaning.
point?
Come on, Dr.
Oh,
Flo.
that's fantastic.
Shouting out my dentist now. So, all right. So that's also downstairs, and
my
then
dentist, too.
Robert Young is downstairs as well, right?
Yeah.
Mental health services. That's the
Yep.
newest addition to the.
Yeah, there's two programs down there right now.
Okay.
They're integrated health home,
Okay.
and then their Eastern Iowa crisis management system.
Excellent.
And that's growing. They've got a new addition there for a justice involved coordinator.
Wow.
So a mental health clinician that's actually going to be going into the jails.
Excellent.
Trying to reduce the committals or go and do a pre-screen for committals. So I'm really excited that she's there now. And then what else we
These
got
are
there,
big
Jenny?
deals. The Jubilee Community Center. Look at that right
There
there.
you go.
I mean,
Jubilee Center.
again, MCSA. You put up that MCSA umbrella. There's a lot underneath it, and
So Jubilee, they're an after-school program for kiddos. It used to be for just disabled kiddos, but now they said anybody can come in.
That's great.
There's literally no bureaucracy.
Sure.
You know, you just come in and sign in. It's a really cool program.
you have the
good.
community food pantry now, right?
Yep.
I
So
mean,
the MCSA owned and operated programs are the men's shelter or emergency shelter, the women's emergency shelter, our supported rental program, the domestic violence program, and now the food pantry. And there's some changes being made to the food pantry.
Sure.
They've got-
Their new hours are 10 to 12 every Tuesday and Thursday.
Oh, good. That's great. So 10 a to noon Tuesday and Thursdays for folks that need that assistance. They can get it there.
And they've made changes to the way they're doing things. It's instead of people just coming down and getting a bag of food.
Yep.
It's choice now. So people will come get a grocery list
Yep.
and a shopping cart, and they get to make choices based on their shopping list of
Power of selection. is a
Yeah,
beautiful
yeah.
thing,
Because
isn't it?
if they're choosing the food that they get, they're more apt to use it.
Yeah.
And we're going to be trying to add education to it. So that people can come in and maybe get a sample of some spaghetti squash
Oh,
or
that's
something,
great.
you know, and then get the
Yeah.
recipe card that goes with it. So just trying to add some choice and education to what we're doing down there, and
Yeah.
I'm really excited how things are going. And they serve an amazing amount of people.
I know.
They're serving around 800 people a month, and
whether those are folks that are just maybe food insecure or that are relying on that food every day.
and we know that data.
Well, it's important to have all this information available because, again, whether you're just absorbing this and now you can appreciate when you drive past MCSA, you know what's going on there, or if you're able to give of your time or of your, you know, if you got that Scrooge McDuck vault full of money and you want to make a donation, I mean, seriously, right?
Scrooge
I mean,
McDuck.
you know, you have great support from, you know, industry and these corporations in town, and that's fabulous. But it also comes down, like I said, to that individual making that choice to get involved. I loved when I would see families volunteering at the fireworks tent because, and my kids, you know, they were young last year, they're a little bit older, but they knew, right, why we were there buying fireworks from that tent because I could tell them, you know, here's why we're buying fireworks here because right inside that building, they're helping people that need it at a point in their lives when they can't afford to not have an MCSA as a resource. So think about it that way. If the fireworks tent is not a success, what happens? We don't want to think about that. That's worst case scenario.
No,
I'm not trying to be.
Why do we even go down that
I'm not
road,
trying to be
though,
Debbie
right?
Downer, but that's the reality. Listen,
Gosh,
I got to
Scrooge
move the
McDuck.
needle. We need you to buy the fireworks there because it's resulted in $30,000, and I don't want to sit here and go, well, the fireworks tent was not a success. I know it's going to be a success, but we do need volunteers, and that is a real request. I mean, that's not like volunteers would be nice. We've got enough. We need volunteers.
No,
and
like
this
think
is a big deal.
Last year we had 107 volunteers, and the year before that we had 99 volunteers.
Wow.
And that's all part of the story that makes our town cool.
Yeah.
You know, how many people are just willing to come out and say, "Hey, let's be part of it"? But I think that's not enough. We're going into a new era. You know, the people are aging always. You know, we all have to go through it, right?
Yeah.
And so the baby boomers, they're retiring now. It's time for the next couple generations to step up and get involved, because that's what's carried Muscatine through.
Yes.
We are a really cool river town, and we just need to usher in the new era and get ourselves involved. And I would love to see 200 volunteers this year.
That'd be great.
You know, let's make it a nationwide thing and say, how cool is our city? How many volunteers can our city rustle up?
Yeah.
It'd be awesome.
It's a big deal. You can purchase with a purpose. Great pictures from last year, and the tent for MCSA, the fireworks tent in the Hy-Vee parking lot, going up this week. Opening on Friday. Open time on Friday, TBD, kinda, right? Because you get set up, and then the fire marshal comes through and goes, "All right, that's good, that's good, that's good," and that's kind of how that works. And then they give you the thumbs up, and then you're open for business. That's a little bit of the behind the scenes, but that's
We
what
can start a line.
We could start a line.
You know, if people want to come in and start the day with Tony Tone and watch the show
as they should
at 8:30, and
Yes.
then we can just line up right there and wait for the tent to open up. I'm okay.
Well, listen, don't think for a second that if Ryan Broderson has the ability to be the first customer and to take that away from me, he'll do it. And he'll try and squirrel away a $50 Bellino's gift card. Cody, come in on tight on this real quick. Again, if you're just joining us, we're talking MCSA fireworks tent here in the Hy-Vee parking lot, open for business this Friday. Support MCSA by buying fireworks. Over the last 2 years, $30,000 was donated to MCSA thanks to the Bellino Fireworks Company. But thanks to everybody that made a purchase and helped out. Volunteers needed, and we're going to give away a couple of these. I
had no idea you were giving away gift cards.
Listen, you know, I know people.
You got some tricks up your sleeve.
Jim Simmons gave me a stack of gift cards this morning, full disclosure, and I'm doing it how I want to do it, all right? So this is what we're doing. If you're watching, give us a hashtag in the comments, purchase with a purpose. If you're watching this on cable, I would invite you to, and maybe we'll do like a box drawing in the store. We have a big cable audience. Please come out and support this tent. Jenny and Scott, it's great to see you. You know, if you want to volunteer, reach out to Jenny. Her info is on all of the flyers we've been showing you, all the graphics, right? The tent is ready to roll. I hope it's 8 a.m. on Friday, because if it's 8 a.m. on Friday, I will be the first customer, because this show don't start till 8:30. And if I need to make it start at 9, I'll tell Cody, and Cody will tell Ryan, and Ryan will say no, but I'll still do what I want. It's a big deal. The fireworks selection is great, and you're helping out. 563-264-3278. MCSA fireworks tent ready to go. Jenny, thank you for coming on. First time on the show. Scott, good to see you, pal.
It's always good to see you,
your time.
Tony.
Muscatine Center for Social Action. We showed you their website. We showed you their Facebook page. Please get involved, even if you're the person, again, that doesn't like fireworks, but you got a Scrooge McDuck vault full of money.
If you don't like fireworks,
bars.
why don't you come down, volunteer,
Yes.
and explain to all the people purchasing them how to use them properly.
Yes.
How about that?
That's right. And if
Turn
you're my
negative
new
into a positive.
neighbors, I'm not sorry, because I'm helping out MCSA.
If you're these new neighbors, just come on down to MCSA and volunteer.
That's right. And I'm not saying my new neighbors don't love fireworks. I will light them off when it's legal to do so.
Yes, because we'll hand out the city code to you when you
You'll
purchase.
get the code so you don't make the mistake of lighting one off too early.
Nope.
Now, I will say that, like, the poppers, the kids can do the poppers.
Gosh.
That doesn't really count, right?
Those no, I don't
It's a
think they do
staple.
count. However, how annoying are they?
They're not annoying. They're
I
great.
had some foster kids last year. We gave those to. Maybe I'm not supposed to say that out loud.
That's okay.
But in any event, we went on a camping trip, a week-long camping trip, and every time I turned around, I'd be pouring some water into a cup. Pop, 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 pop. Oh my gosh!
The worst is when you step on an unpopped popper.
Oh.
That's a surprise.
I think you have to be that far back.
Well,
Seriously, it's probably
if
like
you
a
had gone on the
sparkler.
camping trip, it didn't matter if I stepped on an unpopped one, because they were just throwing them at me every time they thought I wasn't paying attention.
Is this a video from Scott's camping trip? Is that what we're looking at right now? Ryan Broderson pulling up random fireworks videos
That's
from
exactly what he's doing.
2011. Okay, all right. So don't buy that.
That doesn't look legal.
This is not going to end well. Is this a Ryan Broderson 4th of July that ends with a giant explosion? Maybe. All right. Listen, MCSA fireworks tent. This video is kind of a dud, Ryan. It better go boom. Something better happen, man. I promise you, all the fireworks.
This is an example of how not to use fireworks.
Right.
It doesn't look like the fuse is actually lit.
I was going to say, that's a
And
massive
so now they have to
firework
approach
as well.
this thing.
Yeah.
You could do like the play-by-play on this, couldn't you?
Yeah, Ryan. Well, at least we can watch this ad nauseum, right? All right. So all the fireworks in the MCSA fireworks tent will be.
That is not me, by the way.
This is not going to end well. This is not going to end well. Brian, if this ends with a dude getting his arm blown off, I'm not. All right, let's bail on this video rather than watch this dude lose a limb or something.
He walked away from it. It's very good. Very good idea.
I'm glad that it's our first day back and we have an excuse for random fireworks videos. All right.
Don't forget to volunteer at MCSA.
Volunteer. Listen, I'm so fired up about this. My glasses are steaming up. That's how excited I am to get fireworks back in the Hy-Vee parking lot. We'll get Scott and Jenny out of here and hopefully not have any more random fireworks videos. Oh, for gosh sake. Here we go. All right. Well, I can't imagine we missed anything worthwhile. That guy's got some sweet dad shoes on. Brian.
Oh, jeez.
Okay. That's what I was afraid of. That's a fake video. Right. Okay. It's a fake video. That's what we needed on a Monday, everybody. All right, we'll take that out in post, so that won't be on the cable show, I think. All right, let's go to the CBI Bank and Trust aisle cam, which is safe and sound in the produce department. Oh, boy. Betsy hanging out on the set and Ryan finding a random video. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. We need volunteers for the MCSA fireworks tent. We want you to be there. Please get signed up to help. You can make a difference, and it would be great. It is nice to be back in the store doing this show. The comment that I heard from a lot of folks was, are you ever coming back to work? And I said, yeah, I just took a week off. You know, I'm sorry that we didn't have the congestion that is our set when we're doing the show. All right. Now, listen, full disclosure, I know that today is Monday, the 17th of June, but I did not go to the Today Is National What website. So, Ryan, if you're done watching people fake blow up with fireworks videos, could you go to that? And then we'll go to Cody with the Toyota Muscatine cart camera. And it's great to, again, have the cart cam ready to roll on a Monday. All right. Hey, look at this. June 17th, National Eat Your Veggies Day. Cody, hang a left. Let's go to the produce, baby. So we've got the CBI Bank and Trust aisle cam and produce. Cody, show me some vegetables. Produce department here at your Muscatine Hy-Vee, always fresh. It's because Toby is always working hard in that produce department. National Eat Your Vegetables Day. It's Global Garbage Man Day, so shout out to all our garbage men and garbage women. It's just fantastic, right? They do a great job. That's a tough gig, right? Picking up garbage. Even though we've got that one, Muscatine's got that little garbage truck. It's got the arm that comes out, and then it picks it up and whoosh, dumps it right back in. That's pretty cool. But I also saw a truck with a couple guys walking behind it. So shout out to anybody that's a garbage man or garbage woman. Garbage person, we'll say that. And you're looking right now at the Toyota Muscatine cart cam in the produce department. Again, that crew led by Brian Mueller, they do an excellent job. You know, our friend who is watching on Facebook, Jen Chapin, who's got, like 60,000 followers on her YouTube channel. Jen's great. She was in the store the other day and she did a little video. I can't wait to see it. Shopping for produce here at Hy-Vee, and she took a great selfie, and people were just saying how nice the produce looked and how uniformed it was. And yes, they do an outstanding job. I can't say enough about our produce team, and we always want you to be picky about your produce. And Cody, since you're there, if you go straight and then hang a left, let's shameless plug the free Fruit for Kids basket that we've had set up there. I think that's been there almost a year now. If you shop with your kids here at Hy-Vee, they need a healthy snack. We've got you covered. It should be right there on Cody's left. Free produce. Look at this. Boom. Hopefully you're not getting motion sickness. There we go. Kids 10 and under, free fruit. Listen, if your kid's 11, nobody's going to ID your kid. Hey, how old are you? I'm 35. I wanted a free banana. Now, don't be a 35-year-old taking a banana. All right? Don't be Betsy taking a free apple. Not that she's over 10 years old, but she's over 10. Now, if your kid's 12, again, nobody's going to come up to you and be like, license and registration, pal. Oh, you're 13, huh? You got to put that orange back. We're not going to do that to you. The sign just says 10 and under. Hello, Michael. Good to see you. All right, we'll get out of here in just a minute. I wanted to mention a couple things. It's first day back, so I kind of had my stuff together. I had 494 emails that I came into work, and I think 10 of them I kept. So I sifted through all of that, and then it was time to come down and do the show, right? So with that being said, I have a couple things I want to mention. One of them is really exciting. It's a flyer that you'll be able to grab when you walk inside the door, and I emailed this to Ryan. It is Delmer's Deli Deals. It's about time that DK, Delmer Coolers, put a flyer together, and this thing looks real good. It's kind of cheesy. but it's delightful. So these are good today through Sunday, and you can see the deals on the flyer. I think this looks just fantastic. Holland smoked Gouda. What about Jarlsberg Norwegian Swiss-style cheese? They cut the cheese a lot over in Cheese Island. See, because they literally are cutting cheese fresh every day. Hawaiian sliders, those are always good. It's a Hawaiian bun sandwich. I mean, it's just great. Fresh-made Fiesta trays, they do a ton of those. Satori cheeses, $14.99 a pound. Columbus peppered salami, that stuff is, I've sampled that. It's very good. And then the Columbus Rosette de Lion, I hope I said that right. That's a charcuterie item. If I said it wrong, don't hold it against me. And then this is fun, right? So this Friday and Saturday, Hy-Vee cheese master Don Fisher will be cutting and selling Henning's cheese straight from Wisconsin. Henning's cheeses, I mean, and we'll have to try and grab Don for the show Friday maybe. They have an unbelievable selection of cheeses. I remember when we did this last year and how impressed I was. I'm waving at Alex Armstrong. He's pulling a pallet of Miller Lite behind the set right now. When we did this last year, I could not believe the variety with these Henning's cheeses. They're just fantastic. I mean, I encourage you to stop by and try some of the Henning's products this weekend. You will not regret it. The last thing I'll mention before we get to the job board is with Aisles Online. So you can shop from the comforts of your smartphone or a tablet or your laptop for your groceries. We've been doing Aisles Online for 3 years, over 3 years at Hy-Vee. You can pick up, we'll deliver your groceries, and you know this. One of the things that we started over the last couple of weeks was meeting folks with their groceries. So on Tuesdays and Thursdays, we load up a Hy-Vee van and we go to Wapello, and that has been just exploding, and we appreciate people in Wapello for giving us their business and shopping online, and then we meet them in Wapello. And we've also got this available in Wilton. So if you live in Wilton or Durant, this is exciting for you. We've got a new pickup location. So this is a little bit of a different address. It's 304 East 5th Street next to the Rubber Monkey Tattoo Shop. Makes sense to mention that because that's literally where it is. You can place your order online, have a minimum $30 order. There's a Muscatine police officer in the store right now. I think he's looking for Ryan Broderson. Right over here, officer. He's right here. He's, nope, just getting some buns for a cookout. All right, fair enough. You're safe this time, Ryan. You select your pickup location, and then you literally just look for the Hy-Vee van Monday and Wednesday between 7 and 8 p.m. You don't have to come to the store. I think this is great if you're in Wilton or outside of Wilton. Like I said, Durant, maybe you cruise down from Tipton. I don't know, whatever you want to do. We're going to be in Wilton. Make your order online, $30 minimum, and we will see you in that location with your groceries. So that's nice. I'm really happy about that service. Don't forget, if you're just joining us, comment #purchase with a purpose on Facebook if you're watching live for a chance to win a $50 Bellino's Fireworks gift card that you can use at the MCSA Fireworks tent. Get your fireworks starting this Friday. All right, team staffing, 109 Lake Park Boulevard across from Happy Joe's has the job board with opportunities for maybe it's you or someone you know that could use a new job. Check this out. They've got career consultation services, right? So if you maybe don't know what type of job would work best for you, you can go talk to them, and they will help you out, right? They will consult with you and say, well, Betsy, we think this would be a good fit for you. And then Betsy would say, huh? And then she would say, okay, 262-8844. That's a career consultation hotline. So call them. Here's Mary, our friend Mary. She has been at team staffing for over, I think it's 20 years, helping people think about that. Mary has hired thousands of people. Has openings for assembly, forklift operator, help desk, customer service, kitchen manager, electronics technician. Say that 3 times fast. $12.59 to $15 an hour for all shifts. Call Mary. These are great opportunities. 563-316-7634 or careers@teamssi.com. And last but not least, our friend Brooke McCullough, who's been on this show several times. We love Brooke. She's got forklift, machine operator, scheduler, general labor, driver, also an opportunity for someone to comb Alex Armstrong's beard. 563-316-7636. That's a full-time job. You can call Brooke at Team Staffing, 109 Lake Park Boulevard, again, across from Happy Joe's, until I win the lottery and Happy Joe's becomes Cranky Tony's Pizza, because that's my plan. It'll be like Ed DeBevick's, where everybody's in a fake bad mood. Welcome to Cranky Tony's. Get your own drink. That's how the business, that's the model for the business. Cranky Tony's Pizza. That's literally the mascot is this guy right here. I'm so cranky. Look at how cranky I am. All right. It feels great to be back, and it was a nice break and good to get moved into a new house. And I just hope that summer shows up. Like I said, I mean, I can't believe that my kids have not gone to the pool once. And I know that we've had a couple of days where the weather has cooperated, but my goodness, we need a good string of, I'll even say, hot days. Is that what it's going to take to get rid of the gnats? Do we need, I don't know, what do we need besides bug soother, right? I mean, do we need just a 100-degree day, right? There's a pic from that was our summer last year. We were that family that was at the Aquatic Center when they opened the doors. We were the first ones there, right? And usually the last to leave. So, all right, the last thing that I'll mention is tonight we have bingo. So if you're watching this live, I don't even know if there's room. So I should, full disclosure, bingo might be sold out. I can't even say sold out, at capacity for tonight. I was informed this morning that there were 91 reservations for bingo. It's bingo, but here's the catch tonight. We're giving away 2 Adventureland tickets. And how am I going to do that? I know you're wondering. So 2 Adventureland tickets, that's a $90 value because the tickets are $45 each. How am I going to give away the Adventureland tickets? I'm literally going to put them inside an envelope and tape it under a chair. Because I don't want to do a box drawing where everybody gets a ticket and then I got to pull a name and then I get booed. So I'm going to have the tickets in an envelope taped under a random chair in the Market Grill Express. And at one point during the night, I'll have people check, and somebody will win 2 Adventureland tickets. In addition to that, with every bingo game you win, there's a $5 or $10 Hy-Vee gift card on the line. Ryan, if you go to the Hy-Vee Facebook page, I made a post this morning, and there's a funny part to this story. So I made that post 4 hours ago. So at 5:25 this morning, I was awake, getting my baby girl back to sleep. I made this post. Here's the funny part. I put my cell phone number where the store phone number is. So before I came down to do the show, my phone was ringing, and I answered it, and a lady said, "Hi, I'd like to make a reservation for bingo." And I said, "Oh, they gave you this number?" And she said, "No, this was the number from the Facebook post." So for at least an hour and a half or two, my cell phone number was on that post, and so I took that reservation, and then I corrected the number immediately. So, because the last thing I need is more Ryan Broderson family members having my cell phone number to call me at all hours of the night. 264, I'm just making sure Ryan's paying attention. 264-2420 is the phone number for the store, not my cell phone number. Jeez Louise. And now Betsy's calling me. Yes, would you like to make a reservation for bingo? We full. Oh, my hair looks nice. Thank you. All right, listen, thanks to Jenny Learnitz and Scott Dahlke with the Muscatine Center for Social Action. The MCSA fireworks tent is ready to roll this Friday. Will I be the first customer? Gosh, I hope so. I was happy to do it last year. You can hashtag purchase with a purpose. 2 years of MCSA fireworks tent, $30,000 to MCSA to help them continue to serve people in this community. And as Scott Dahlke said, and as I've echoed for the nearly 7 years that I've been here, Muscatine is a great place to be. And we're fortunate to have folks and organizations that support places like MCSA, and you, the individual, making the decision to help out the MCSA fireworks tent. I know it seems, I don't want to say silly, but listen, if you're going to buy fireworks, come to this tent and help out people at MCSA. It just makes sense. So I hope that you'll purchase with a purpose and you could win this $50 gift card. Leave a comment, hashtag purchase with a purpose. And I think I have enough to give one away every day this week. So we appreciate you watching. We appreciate Jenny and Scott's time. And get out there starting this Friday. All right, that's it for us. It's good to be back here at Hy-Vee today. Tomorrow on the show, I think our guest is going to be Jim Simmons, Hy-Vee store director, at 8:30, because Jim has some exciting news, and we haven't really talked about that on the show. And if you know, that's great. But if not, we'll share that with you tomorrow. Certainly a large audience on cable that might not be aware of some changes coming up here at Hy-Vee. And we're happy for Jim and what's to come. And we'll get to Jim Simmons tomorrow on this show. As always, HyVeeToday@gmail.com. If you know someone that we should talk to, I would love to hear from you. I had several notes on my desk from people that want to be guests, so I will follow up with them today. And, yeah, it's good to be back. We have no time off in the foreseeable future except for Friday, July 12th. Other than that, we're here maybe a couple of days around the 4th of July. But we look forward to being with you, whether it's live on Facebook, YouTube, Apple TV, via your Roku streaming device, or if you watch the show on Muscatine Power and Water Cable Channel 5. Thanks to our friends at RE/MAX, right? Hey, listen, Dave Armstrong and the RE/MAX crew, they helped sell my house. And the real estate market in Muscatine is still hot. They would tell you that. And I should have, you know what, it would be great to have Dave Armstrong on the show. He might not have time because they're so busy selling houses. These houses, they come on the market and they're gone. So I hope that you're taking advantage of it. If you're a buyer or a seller, the real estate market in Muscatine continues to be just fantastic. I think it's a good sign for sure. And I appreciate their efforts and the fact that this show lives on their channel. Thanks to our friends at CBI Bank and Trust Toyota Muscatine and Team Staffing. I'll see you tomorrow live at 8:30 or on cable at 7:30 and 10:30 p.m. That's it for now. I think we did okay for our first show back. Right? I didn't spill my Starbucks. I got all my buttons on my shirt buttoned. Don't have too bad pit stains or anything. And we're going to have fun with bingo tonight. So thank you for watching, and we'll see you soon. Bye.
Watching Hy-Vee Today with Tony Tone.
Be very, very quiet while hunting wabbits.
We'll do it again tomorrow with more local guests from in and around the Muscatine community.
I'm trying to emote for the play that the alumni are putting on in Wilton this Friday, Saturday.
Questions, comments, know a great guest? Reach out to Hy-Vee Today with Tony Tone on Facebook or via email, hyveetoday@gmail.com.